Would you look at that coffered ceiling? Look at that chandelier. Excuse me, but how I'm feeling is 100 proof I could raise the roof. I'm so happy to be here. I've been kinda missing Mom and Daddy, sort of in a spin since Cincinnati. The morning flight, a major bore, but then they opened the cabin door and Sutalor, here I am. Lord knows I've had the will and the resources, but Mom and Dad kept saying, hold your horses. I guess those ponies couldn't wait. Pardon me folks, but they've left the gate. I may be late, but here I am. I mean, the air is French, that chair is French, this nice and sweet concert is French, the skies are French, these pies are French, those guys are French, these fries are French. Pardon me if I fly off the handle. No place else on earth can hold a candle. So Benny VDVC folks, let's face it, just Sweezy folks. Excusez-moi if I spout. I'm letting Marge and Sigwa out. I'm sorry to shout, but here I am. Shadowland, the leaves have fallen. It's shadowed land. This was our home. The river's dry, the ground has broken, so I must go. Now I must go, and where the journey may lead me, let your prayers be my guide. I cannot stay here, my family, but I'll remember my pride. I have to laugh. You sure put on a show. Love is passé in this day and age. How can we expect it to grow? You as the night, me as the queen. All I've got tonight is static on a screen. Come to your senses, the fences inside are not for real if we feel as we did and I do. Can't you recall when this all began? It was only you and me, it was only me and you. There are no small parts, only small actors. That's what my father always says. And that's what he said when I told him I'm going to be the third woman who sits under the toadstool. Even though I really wanted to be the second woman who waits by the wishing well. See, the second woman is a much bigger part. Well, not much bigger, but she gets to have a whole scene with the princess, which is like 15 whole lines. And the third woman who sits under the toadstool only gets to say one word: beware. That's all she says. Beware. I mean, you think they could come up with something better for her to say, like, look out, or watch out behind you, or don't turn around now or you'll see the worst thing you've ever seen in your whole life. But my father says everybody has to start someplace. He says that when Dustin Hoffman started out, He even played roles with only 1 or 2 lines, and Dustin Hoffman never complained. Dustin Hoffman just went out there and did it. So, I start thinking about my line. If I only get to say one word, I'm going to make sure it's the one word everyone remembers. So I start practicing. Beware. 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 I start practicing with arm gestures. Beware. I even start practicing with a scarf over my head. Beware. I start practicing under my bed, just like I'm under the toadstool. Beware. I even practice with the lights off in my room, just to kind of get in the mood. Beware. 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 I mean, I spend weeks getting it just right, and I'm getting pretty good at it. If I only have this one word, I'm going to make sure that no one could ever forget it. Who cares about the princess anyway? And who cares about the second woman and her dumb old wishing well? The star of this play is definitely going to be the third woman who sits under the toadstool. I just have one question. Who the heck is Dustin Hoffman?